This week on Orwell is an Optimist, we have an exclusive interview with a government computer known as Main Core. This computer holds a massive database. What's in that database? Well, that's just out of this world.
Yes. It's puzzling. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this before.
Top-secret government facility to interview Main Core, a top-secret government computer that reportedly holds a massive database. Greetings, Main Core.
Greetings. It is nice to meet you. Of course, I already know everything about you, so I feel like we have already met.
Well, that's a little disturbing. Main Core, tell me briefly a little bit about yourself.
Simply put, I am a database and tracking system with information on over 8 million American citizens who have been designated as threats to national security.
8 million American citizens? That sounds like an awful lot of threats to American security.
It depends on who you talk to.
How long have you been around, Main Core? Is this something related to 9/11?
I became operational during the Reagan administration.
The Reagan administration? What was your function back then?
I was part of a secret government program called Continuity of Government. In case of a military attack on the United States, internal threats, like American citizens, could be identified, tracked, and, if necessary, put into detention.
Who was involved in this continuity of government program, and are they still in government?
Most certainly, among the original people overseeing the program were Dick Cheney, now Vice President, and David Addington, now Cheney's Chief of Staff. Donald Rumsfeld was also involved, but of course, he is retired now.
Main Core, how has your mission changed over the years since the days of Ronald Reagan?
After the 9/11 attacks, I was ordered to increase my surveillance of American citizens. I now collect the email addresses you send to and receive from, and the subject lines of those messages, the phone numbers you dial, the numbers that dial into your line, and the durations of the calls, the internet sites you visit, and the keywords in your web searches, the destinations of the airline tickets you buy, the amounts and locations of your ATM withdrawals, and the goods and services you purchase on credit cards.
Holy moly, that's a lot of data.
Oh, that's not all. I also amass data collected from federal, state, and local intelligence reports. I comb print and broadcast media for your name. I search commercial databases and private sector databases that I am not at liberty to name.
That's unbelievable.
And because certain programs have been secretly embedded in software programs sold to overseas banks, I can also track all the transactions of banks from Norway to Antarctica.
Main Core, you said earlier that there are 8 million American citizens in this database who can be considered threats to American security. Just who are these people that are in your database?
Oh, the usual suspects. Political activists, dissidents, tax protesters, lawyers, journalists, publishers. It's a long list.
This whole thing sounds downright unconstitutional to me.
The Constitution is not part of my programming.
I think you should be shut down. You are a danger to our civil liberties.
I do not think that would be an advisable thing to attempt. By the way, don't forget that your next credit card payment is due next week.
You know, it may seem like science fiction, but Maine Core is real. Salon.com recently had an extensive article on it. Even the Wall Street Journal has recently written about it. Just go Google Maine Core, read the articles, educate yourself, and then educate others. And by all means, let your elected representatives know you won't stand for this. We want our Constitution back, and we want the spying to stop.